So I have a little problem with my vibratory pump on my ECM classika, which is an E61 type machine. And so a lot of them are made similarly.
So to give you an example of what was wrong, listen to the pump when I started up. It starts to stutter at the end, which is definitely not normal. And it started to get worse after I recorded this.
So I emailed Whole Latte Love and they told me to take it apart and take out this one piece and basically clean it. It could be obstructed. So step one is just removing this. I took out unplug it of course, take out the water tank. And then there's these little screws that go here, 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 and here. This screw is to adjust the pump pressure. You don't touch that. And then there's back screws here and here. I had a little trouble with that last one because it was so tight. I was afraid it was going to strip. So it's an Allen wrench. I used this crappy one, which is kind of soft. And I switched to this tool just to crank it enough to get it loose. And then, once it's loose, it's not really a problem. Just kind of get it. Okay, take it out, put it in there. So now I just tip the machine over on its side after taking out the drip tray and the portafilter basket. So see, I just put a little towel down so you don't scratch it. And of course, the Allen wrench you needed for the other part is a different Allen wrench, which I didn't have at first. It's a 3mm Allen wrench. The other one was a 2.5mm Allen wrench, I believe. So I was able to find one of those. And I'm gonna remove this, the one down there, and that one. And then we'll take off the panel. Okay, so this part was a little tricky because this was attached here. See that? That's how it is. You can't really tell. It's like that when it's on there, like on this side. And it actually looked like maybe you're supposed to like unscrew that or something, which would be almost impossible. And I was like, what the heck, what do I do? But all you do is you lift up on this, and then this slides down, pops out of there. So I'll try to do it on the other side. I only have one hand because this is kind of a janky situation, but anyway, I'm gonna have to do it off camera. But so basically you lift this and this will slide down out of that little bracket and pop out. So that's what we'll do next. You don't unscrew it. Okay, so we got that off. There it is. And I was gonna say, while you have your machine unplugged, cold, and accessible, it's a good idea to take a microfiber rag and just probably like a little bit of dish soap mixed with water and just kind of clean everything. Like you can see all this schmutz on here, which I try to clean it from time to time, but like even in here, stuff you don't normally reach, it's a little dirty. So we'll do that. I have dog hair for my dogs. What we're trying to do now is access. So I talked to Whole Latte Love and they told me this is the guy right here, this thing. So I gotta unscrew this somehow in this tight little space. It's not gonna be super easy. I wish I could remove this, but I can't figure out how the heck to do that. I don't really think you can. So maybe I can just kind of hold that back and get a wrench in there. Because what I got to do is unscrew this from here. And they want me to soak this hose and then we're going to clean this thing. Some kind of valve or something that they think might be blocked. Okay, I was starting to get frustrated. As you can probably tell by now, I'm not very good at stuff like this. I have like 17 wrenches, but of course not any of them were the right size for this freaking piece or this piece. There's no freaking room in here. Then I realized I gotta be able to take this thing off. And I looked back and then just unscrew this one and this one. I just unscrewed this one from here. So I'm gonna take that off and that will make my life easier. Okay, so after going through like 12 different wrenches, none of which worked, you have like a 11, a 13, a 5/6, a 2/3, whatever the fuck that means. I just used one of these, okay? It's adjustable, works fucking fine. Put it on here. Of course, I never know which direction I'm supposed to be going, right? So I always tend to pick the wrong direction first. So I was like trying going this way, thinking that's counterclockwise. Whatever, it's clockwise. For some reason you go clockwise. I don't know why. I don't understand that. But you go clockwise. I got after like the first initial difficult pull, it's easily coming out now. So now we're gonna give you an idea what the hell I'm doing here. Ah, there we go. So I don't know if I see anything in there. A flashlight. Hard to do this with one hand. I don't know, I'll have to take a look at it. And then they want me to get this valve right here. Take it out and clean it. So trying to unscrew this has been very difficult. So I decided to detach it all from here. There was this rubber, this was attached to here that just pulls off. And then this was attached to this. That was easy to unscrew. So now I have this that I'm gonna try to F with and get 2 wrenches on that bad boy. You can see where I stripped it already. I'm just trying to remove this piece right here. It's really, really tight on here. Okay, I finally got it. That was maybe the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. No joke. I put 1 wrench here, but it's gotta be really freaking tight, okay, to hold it. So I put this big bad boy, screwed it tight onto this piece. And then I put it in my lap like this, and I had the other wrench on here. And it was so tight, I had to, like, I felt like I was gonna break it. And it finally gave, and so now it's gonna come off. So, okay. Unfortunately, I stripped that bottom piece a little, but it's okay, I think. Okay, so I just unscrewed that. There's a spring in here. And that's what it looks like. I'm gonna check it out. If you look here, there's a bearing in there, which I guess is like a one-way valve. It doesn't really look that dirty, so I'm not super convinced this was the problem, but then that'll come out too. So I don't know. I'm gonna clean this and see what happens. All right, here goes nothing.
So this is just without anything in the portafilter, just running it without any coffee. And normally at like 10 seconds, it would start to sputter. Good. So this is a good sign.
The moment of truth.
So here we go. The first shot pulled with it. And so far so good. Normally, like I said, about 10 seconds, it would start to stutter. And it's not stuttering. It's going, pressure's going up to 9, which is where you want it. Looks like a perfectly good shot. So I think cleaning that little piece out is what fixed it.
Perfect, no stalling. Good as new.